Good evening, everyone. Once again, I'm here and bringing the deep analysis on SPY. So, trader, first of all, I would like to ask everyone, how was your day, right? Because today market was converted completely from slightly bullish to full bullish, right? As today's move was expected. If you look at my video from yesterday, I clearly told that once we have, green days, then we can have consecutive green days like, in a row, 2 and 3 days at least. And another thing which I mentioned in the video is like June is pretty much bullish since past 2 years, right? So if we look at monthly, look how the candle are making for the monthly. So if you look at monthly candles right now, so June is looking pretty much, like this. May, the buy started from May. Usually we say sell the May and go away, but now look at June. So come to the June and go to the moon. That's what it sounds like right now, right? So all I can see right now here is the June started with full green candle so far, and it just 2 days, and we can see that it pretty much, so this was, like it digest all the selling of this March, and the February there was not much selling, but selling was there. So what all trying to do is, if I merge these two candles, then they have pretty much digest all the selling from, you know from the March, right? So February they made all-time high was 612, right? So if you look right here, if I do it very closely, right, it's like a kind of double top they are making, right? Look at this. Let me zoom out, right? So kind of they are making like a double top here. So this is very critical point. They are at very critical, 597.42, I guess. This was, what was the high on this candle? 597.34, right? So 597, and the high today was 597.08, right? So it just miss how many points? 8 to 10 and 24. 24 points. Point 24, right? Missed by this. Why they have missed that touching this? If because bulls knows, if they would have touched the same 597.34, then what it could be, this would be double top on monthly. And if that would be the case, then we can start it to see selling again in the market, right? So bulls don't want that way. So what they did, instead of testing bears patience, they, they tested just the 10 cents, like that 24 cents away. So if we look in 15 minutes, look how it was, what exactly happened right over there. Because bulls were so bullish today, right? I mean, they were like mad, like, like every single selling. So look at this, what exactly happened here at 597, right? Right, they knew that if they go towards that 597.34, that will be monthly double top, and that is what they were trying to avoid at the when it was close to the lunchtime, right? Because to break that, they again need kind of consolidation, which is happening right here, which is good for the market. If you are not a bear, like the official bear who always want to short the market, right? So it's a good news for bulls so far, right? So market did what exactly it has to do today. It went in a fashion, right? The buy came with the sell, buy came with the sell, buy came with the sell, and then buy. So up to here it was fine, 593. But after 593 we see direct buying into the market. And why we see direct buy in the market? Because look at this particular area, you can digest it, like you will get to know, like look at this area, right? If I just show you this area, this area had some kind of resistance, like it went like this, right? So when the buy will occur, buy will also come like this, because here we have lots of seller, right? You see the sellers all the time. But here there was nothing, right? Straight sell. So straight sell converted to straight buy, right guys? So that's how the market work. Let me zoom in and closely give you a little bit closer look on this. Straight selling convert into straight buy. And now at this point here we have little bit of resistance. Bears tried in this way, so bulls will also do the same thing, because before do the rug pull, what bears did, they did the consolidation in this area. So bulls are repeating the same. They are copying bears in terms of getting this market more up. They are consolidating well here. And then I am hoping, if that is the case, if they consolidate well in the morning itself, in the pre-market they will try to test the next level, which was 598.29. If I show you 4 hours, look at the 4 hours. This is what they have to just cross, 598 and then 599. So I am hoping right in the pre-market itself they might have you know try to test this level, which is 599 dot this last candle, right? 599.50, I guess, something. So in pre-market, bulls will try to test this level. And why? Because pre-market is the one where, like all those kind of stuff done. So maybe we will see a wick in the morning up to there, and that wick will be again, bears will appear in that wick immediately. But the only thing is, if they goes there and then this resistance, if they cross 598, then I'm hoping then we can see some cross this resistance, then we can see some consolidation at this level at 598, hopefully. Okay, this is what the market structure looks like for tomorrow. However, on 15 minutes, right, I can give you some support level. There is no support on 15 minutes basically, because as I told you, right, the straight buy comes with a straight sell. So I really don't see any level. So in case if we got attacked by bears, then uh, the support is basically 589. That is where the market has to come back, you know and the liquidity we have at 585. So that is what even I was telling, right? I mean, look at this gap. The gap was supposed to be filled, but it went straight today. It went straight today without filling this gap. So that's the problem, because when you have a gaps while going up or while going down, then what exactly happen? Those gaps has to be filled, because if those gaps are not filled, then the foundation will not be strong. And then once like on a sad day, on a red day, this market will come straight the way it went up. So guys, very very careful, do not open any bigger position. Or if you are doing scalping, then it's a different story. Because scalping, like you guys do quick in and quick out. Lot of trades being happen in a day, if you do and know the scalping very well, right? Now if I say, suppose now take some scenarios, or over 5 minutes we see do a lot of support levels. So over 5 minutes, Let me take this drawing off. 12 drawings, right? So first one of the good level right now is 599.595. So 595 level is important for this, for this bull momentum, right? However, when the market went up to 597, the bears tried their best and they were able to touch 594, which was acting as, like resistance level for bulls in the past, right? Look at this area, this particular zone, right? So if I just draw a line, let me show you what exactly I mean. So if I just do a horizontal line over here, right? And then we'll try to take a look back, not just here, if I go here as well, and if I go more back, right? So look at this area. Look at this area in past, what exactly happened. We have a this gap, right? There was a gap from 593 to 594. So this gap was supposed to be filled, and this is what happened. Once they started to do the selling, the bulls entire day was filling this gap. So in case if the selling started to occur, what will happen? Then there will be a stop right above this gap, and that's why this act as very good support for the bulls, and that's how they got save. So man, like this was what I'm telling you. These gaps are very important in the market. You should always look for those gaps when you draw your charting. These gaps are very important. I kind of draw this gap, and then I have to remove this drawing because I have to show you, okay guys, this is what it is, right? So let me just reduce the time to 15 minutes, then I can draw this gap, right? So let me draw this gap. So this gap is important right now. Okay, so I must say, like, like this gap will try to kind of save the bulls because this gap is filled right now. Number of times, selling occurred and then buy occurred. So this gap is pretty much full. So what I can say is this gap will try to kind of, yeah, a kind of a good support for the bulls for tomorrow, right? If we break this particular gap, then we can start to see some selling again to 589 level. But be very very careful. The only thing is, because we have lots of economic events this week is still, like 2 days 3 days left, right? How many days? Well, so yeah, so 3 more days left for the trading week, and then next week is CPI. So just be very careful. On Wednesday next week we have CPI. So I see right before CPI they try to push the market as much as possible, and then the in the week of the CPI, because bulls knows then in the CPI week they're gonna see some kind of, negative news around, and that negative news pretty much spread by the um big hedge funds of the markets, big whales who are shorting the market already, right? Because if you ask me what I want to see in the market, I want to buy the market from this level, 565. This level has not mitigated, and this is what, like I'm telling in each and every video, this level is very important. Here bears are still trapped. However, bulls has got, very good. The good is, like, the bulls are getting the daily some good news, and they are keep pushing the markets. So definitely, like the bears are just sitting right at this point, and maybe they will wait for the bulls to reach up to the all-time high. So 613, 610. So this area, right, if we able to cross 599.75 tomorrow in the pre-market, then, like the new support will be about this, the last resistance, which was 598.20. 28. Here we have liquidity also sitting, because that is where I'm thinking most of the stop loss will be hit if that occurred. And once the stop loss position will be closed, then market will push more. So we might see some selling in the morning, or like there is a chances right in the pre-market they will test this level. And if the bear attack right in the morning, then there is a chances we can see a good sell off in the market towards 574, then 576, 565, because of that next week CPI. Okay, so now tomorrow trade plan, what will be the game plan for tomorrow if I do just 5 minutes. Tomorrow is what's the day is? Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah, the volume gonna be low. So just make sure this will act as support right now, the 595. However, and then we got some good reaction in the market at 594.80. Okay. So these two levels I can say are good, otherwise 591. So guys, to be very true, uh, if we does not able to hold this 595, then we are going to test 591, right? Or if we got lucky enough, right, in the pre-market, if market able to hold 600, then there is a good chances once the market open, we will start it to see more buyers appear, because if it hold that level of 600, that is where I'm expecting the new bull will started to enter. And if those bulls started to enter, then we can see all-time high, and the new all-time high. Maybe they will cross 613 up by Friday, right? And then another new high. So either what you can do is just put the market in the observation mode. That is something, because what could happen right now, you have levels up to 613. After 613 you do not have levels in your mind. I won't be able to do any technical analysis in that point, right? Because how you do technical analysis on the basis of historical data, and if there will be no data, then how you gonna be do the analysis? So all I can say is, if we are lucky enough and if we able to break tomorrow this 4 hour resistance, right, then but I can tell you one thing. Only one doubt I have is, you see this candle size, this was like a bullish engulfing. This candle, if you see today, this was like kind of close as indecision. This candle could not able to break the previous candle high. So there is a chances tomorrow the candle will open for 4 hours, it might started to open red. It might do a wick until 597 this week, and then it can go red, and then it can test this buying. When I say test this buying, it means bulls has to be tested that it is a real buy or not a real buy. Because if it is a real buy, then we should see some selling, and then bulls will start to appear again, that to make sure that they are the real buyers, and they are not just pushing the market. Okay, so guys, that's all I can say right now. So tomorrow I already told you, there are, in case if the selling is started to occur, be very careful by opening any position, because this is kind of a straight buy on 15 minutes. However, 5 minute I do see some levels. So I have on a 1 minute, we have a liquidity sitting at 594 and 591. So these are the two levels you have, because the volume was good, right? That's why I'm able to tell you about the 1 minute level. So if the volume would be kicking the same kind of volume tomorrow, then we can see support. The good support is 594, and the next support is 591. So these will be your two supports for tomorrow, in case if you stuck with any calls. Um, Make sure breaking of this level can break the market in a very good way. So 594 is your damn good support for now. If you see selling, in case if 594 hit or touched, then I would be interesting to open some position towards upside. This over 1 minute. And that is where I'm thinking they will test in the pre-market. Right, so new support for tomorrow is 594.82. Yeah, 594.80. So let me write it down. New support is 594.80. Fail of this can take the market to all time, like it's 592 if this does not hold, right? Holding of this support and retesting can take the market to all time high. These are the only scenario I have. In case if the market open gap up, then we don't even need these levels. Still, these levels will remain intact, but then like the new support level will be the 598 basically. Okay, guys. So I told you the structure already. Just keep in mind, right now this was kind of trading in a zone. I think after 140, right? Look at this. Look at this. It's just trading in a zone. So either it has to break above or it has to break down. Right? There is no other way because now the market started to trading in a range, which is not good for any market. Right? Unless it will not make move, then you guys cannot get advantage of getting into any kind of position. All right. So this is what my this is what my thought on SPY for tomorrow. So trade cautiously, guys, because now we are approaching to all-time high. Then there are chances some selling occurred, aggressive selling and then aggressive buy. This kind of volume gonna be exist in the market, and it's always good to draw a trend line, right? So if I draw a trend line right over here, then this kind of not on 15 minutes, so I think it's 4 hours. I show you, right, when I 4 hours, right? So this is your support. If I draw a trend line, right, look like this is going good so far. 1 2 3 data points are meeting already, so I'm good here. Let me just draw this line for tomorrow. You guys can also do the same thing. Pull up the chart for 4 hour and draw this trend line. So in case if this trend line is started to break, right? So suppose if this is breaking this trend line, then we can see a selling towards uh, avoid 4 hour, right? I mean, let me just do 15 minutes. Yeah. So look at this. Even though in 15 minutes, if this trend line is breaking, break of trend line can break this, take this market to 583. I think no one wants to listen that. But I'm telling you, if we have a break in this trend line by any chance, right, we can see a good selling towards 578. But anyway, I don't know whether it will go up to there or not, but just keep the level in the mind and draw a trend line right in the morning when you wake up and try to do some trades. All right. All right. 589. Alright guys, so I have given you the levels, so please trade cautiously for tomorrow. All I can say is just try to make the market in the observing mode. Alright, here you go. These are your levels again. 595 to 594 is support. If 594, 595 hold, we can see new all-time high. Alright, so 594. Resistance is still 598 previous high. If this hold, then we can see new all-time high. All right. All right, guys. Then for now, I think it's good. So let me know how you like the video. Please, I see a lot of people are watching, but I like to see some comments. So if you can suggest me, like, can you include this in the video? I would really, really appreciate it. So I try to make the video as much as simple for you to understand, right? The market structure, how market behave, how bulls behave, and how bears attack in the market. All right. All right, guys, then all the best and best of luck for tomorrow trading. All right, thank you.